Hello youth.
Hi.
We are from Self-Learner's Corner. Being a self-learner is very important in the digital era. All children and young people have the right to go to school and learn in classrooms or at home, offline and online, wherever they are. This COVID-19 pandemic taught us the importance of expanding digital learning and building new skills for the future of learning, such as diagnosing learning needs, formulating goals, identifying resources, and evaluating learning outcomes. In this video, we're going to share with you the 5 skills you need in order to be an effective self-learner and about how you can attain those skills. Do you want to achieve your fullest potential and never stop expanding your knowledge? Watch this video until the end. Let's start! In the digital era, all the information is already available on the internet. But we need to be resourceful in order to find the information we want to learn about. Resourcefulness is the ability to find quick and clever ways to learn something or solve a problem. It can also help you find resources that are free. These are 3 steps to be a resourceful self-learner. The first step is to know what to look for. You can write down the topics you'd like to learn about or what materials you need to learn in order to achieve your goals. The second step is to know where to learn from. There are multiple ways to learn. The first one is MOOC, which stands for Massive Open Online Courses. These are interactive courses available for anyone to enroll. Here are some examples of MOOC: edX, Coursera, Skillshare, Khan Academy, Sailor Academy, and many more. You can use Google Scholar as your web search engine to find educational and trustworthy learning sources. You can watch educational videos and documentaries. You can download educational apps or sign yourself up to learning opportunities such as webinars, workshops, Model United Nations, and education fairs. If you want to use social media to learn, make sure to only learn from reliable sources. For offline learning, you can borrow books from your local libraries. The third step is to know who to ask for help. Don't hesitate to reach out to your teachers, mentors, or friends. You can join learning communities or mentorships to find people to discuss with. We hope the governments will put bigger investments to support quality education for every child and make sure that the future of learning is inclusive and effective.
Hello youth, I'm Daria from Self-Learner's Corner. Great, now you know how to stay resourceful when self-learning. Probably the first thing you're going to encounter in your journey to self-education is an overwhelming amount of sources. In this video, we're going to talk about misinformation and fact-checking. Misinformation is misleading or false information, and it's important to know how to spot one. So we have come up with a few tips for you to help you differ good sources from misinformation and how to do fact-checking as well. Let's imagine that you're working on the essay and you're looking for the information online. First of all, if you see a Wikipedia page that has a statement with no reference to it, do not rush to use it. You need to identify if it's a fact or an opinion. Then, if it's a fact, you need to find at least 3 different sources that say the same. Rely on trustworthy sources with references from scholars, scientists, or professionals. The example are websites of publishing houses of books and academic journals, such as Francis and Taylor Online. You could also turn to your school or university library in its e-resources that cooperate with reliable institutions, such as publishing houses or websites. That is the most foolproof way to avoid misinformation when studying. If you're looking at the picture, let's say picture with statistics or any picture at all, use image search by Google or Yandex. Just drop the picture and you can see the origin of the photo you've uploaded. Check the references and use basic questions from Project Look Sharp to help you with fact-checking process. The questions are: who made this? Who is the target audience? Who paid for this or who gets paid if you click on this? Who might benefit or be harmed by the message? What is left out of the message that is important? Is the source credible and why you think so? Remember to always have a critical view of what you're reading and looking at.
Hello youth! I'm Kenyo from Self-Learner's Corner. Now we are going to talk about how to take care of your mental health and well-being as a self-learner. Working and learning independently during the pandemic could be stressful and overwhelming. A high level of stress could lead to several mental diseases such as depression, anxiety, mental breakdown, and more. Here are 3 ways of solution to prevent them happening to you and people around you. Firstly, understand your limit. Remember that each person has their own capacity and needs in order to be optimal in their work. Therefore, you have to understand your optimal learning hours and basic needs such as nutrition, sleep, relaxation, and exercise. You can make your own schedule to make sure everything is in your optimum competency. Also, be aware of your screen time, because too much screen time can negatively impact our mental health. Second, ask for support and help. Being a self-learner feels like you can conquer the world by yourself, but we all know that sometimes things are just out of our ability. When things get difficult and you feel like you have failed, it is okay to take a step back and ask for help. Seeking help and support is essential. Tell your loved ones that you need support and motivation. Talk to people you trust and ask for professional support if it's needed. And lastly, be your own version of success. Remember that your success is not measured by other people's success. It is measured by how well you put your energy and ability into something you aspire.
Hello youth, I'm Rindana from Self Learner's Corner. As already mentioned before, mental health is very important. One additional tip to make your learning less stressful is to learn together from a distance. And here are tips for improving the experience. First, joining online webinar or workshop. Instead of learning, you can choose any class you want and learn from the experts. Not only that, you will meet many people who have the same interests as you, and from here, you can get new friends. Second, join online forum discussion. If the previous learning focused on one-way learning from the experts to the learner, joining online forum discussions opens up two-way, even all-way possibilities of learning. Everyone from various backgrounds discussed about a topic or issue. Isn't this interesting? You can gain knowledge, but also actively state your opinion. Third, making your learning circle. Gather a group with the people who have the same passion as your learning circle. Making cool projects and collaborations involving your interests can be done this way. However, youth, please stay safe. Please respect other people's opinion and privacy. Do not spread hoaxes and rumors. This can be done by thinking twice before you click send. And it's okay to create your boundaries. Be careful with suspicious offers or friend requests.
Hi, my name is Nhial Deng from the Self Learner's Corners. In the previous videos, you have learned about mental health, you have learned about fact and misinformation, and this video I'll be sharing with you about access and inclusion. How do you make sure there's accessibility and inclusion in your setting, in your environment? And there is something very important, because most of the time we find ourselves in rooms with people who are different from us, in classrooms with different people who are different from us, and it is crucial that we try to find common ground so that learning can be more rewarding. There are a few things you can do in your learning environment and in your setup to make sure there's inclusion and accessibility. The first thing is always start by setting ground rules. You can do this, for example, by getting your team members involved in the process, making sure at least one person can nominate one rules, and then the people can debate on it and find rules that everyone agree with. And this will ensure respect for each other, as well as enhance safety and improve time management. Secondly, get to know your team members well individually. Always check in with each member of your team to see how they are doing. This will enable you to have a clear understanding of the challenges they might be facing and how you can support them. And try to pay attention to other factors that might hinder others from participating as well. Lastly, explore creative ways to make sure everyone is involved. For example, if someone is not comfortable being on camera when you are having a Zoom meeting or a Skype, you can try to find other ways to get them involved. And always try to include icebreakers, for example, an icebreaker that can help people get to know each other. And finally, see everyone in your team as equal. Best of luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching this video. You can help in making a difference by sharing this video to all of your friends. You can also share your experiences and tips through voicesofyouth.org. Thank you to Youth Mediathon, Voices of Youth, and UNICEF. Keep on learning and see you next time. Bye!